to school hall because it's that time in the year again. I'm not happy about it. I mean, once you start doing online school, there's literally no thrill to school because, like, public school, there's a thrill to, like, going on the first day, seeing everyone, and then after that you're just kind of bored and like, why am I here? So I do online schooling, if you didn't know. I've been doing online schooling for about 2 years, according to my mom. Because around 2018, we moved somewhere else, and I didn't want to go to the junior high there because, I don't know, it just looked gross from the outside. So I was like, oh, it must be worse on the inside. And also, I don't like meeting new people. I'm very nervous in real life. Not nervous, I'm just shy. I don't like talking to people. That's not true. If I know you, I'll talk to you. But anyway, let's get on with the hall. So, first things first. So, since I don't go to public school, I have no teacher saying, you must use pencils. Although I do have pencils right here. As you can tell, it's not sharpened because it's just for show. So what I get is these G2 pens. I get the 05, the 07s. The 05s suck because they're just too precise. Sounds weird, but So I get the G207. This is at $5.99 at Staples, and then my mom has 1,000 coupons, so it's great. Also came with this extra pen. I'm not sure what it's for, but it's there. Okay, so the next thing I got was glue sticks, because if you're me, you somehow need glue sticks for online schooling. Sometimes you have to do projects too. You take pictures and then you send them in. Well, you don't necessarily send them in. They have an area and it's like attach photo, and then you're just like, oh, okay. So we got the cheap ones because I didn't feel like making my mom spend more money than she needs to. They're glue sticks. Not much more to them. Then we got something that's just because I wanted it, which is this $7.99 pack of rainbow Sharpies. Why did I get this? Because I asked my mom if I could get it, and she's like, yeah, sure, get it if you want it. And I'm just like, okay, totally getting this. So this was more of an item where the only thing I really need is this black Sharpie. However, I was just like, let's get the whole pack. She's offering, so I'm taking. The next thing we have is a notebook. Not much more to it. It's a notebook. It's pastel yellow. Yellow is always kind of pastel. I mean, you can have neon yellow, but all kind of look the same. So yeah, just a notebook. Not much more to it. That's for one of my classes. I'm not sure whichever one I need. Then we got the red one. So it's clearly for English class. Red is English. That's how I remind myself. I might end up using some of the notes from my old one because I kind of failed last year. Didn't do very good in my grades. However, I keep being told I'm smart, so I'm not sure what's going on there. Then we got the big one that's pink because I love the color pink. It is, in fact, my favorite color for anyone who does not know. I'm even wearing it. I could wear pink literally every day of the week. That's how much pink I have. I also have a very pink themed room. I have a pink mermaid cup over here. Mug. It's a mug, not a cup. Hold on. Speaking of cups. This is my Starbucks cup. It's iridescent and it has water in it because I don't drink coffee. Now we got to science. I print out science notes because in the science lessons, literally everything matters. So when I'm highlighting, it's like you could literally just highlight the whole lesson because the whole thing is important. Except for the examples. Like, once you read the example once, you're kind of just like, oh, okay, I get it. So, we got this one for fun. I would have gotten the 2-inch binder because I have to print a lot of science notes. But unfortunately, this one didn't come in a 2-inch binder. Therefore, I got a 1.5 inch, which is bigger than my other science binder from last year. So anyway, this one makes me happy, so it's good. My last one kind of looked like a rock. Physical science binder. The only class I actually successfully finished last year. I did all of the end quizzes and everything, so I shouldn't have to retake that class this year. I think I got credits for it as well, because I'm in high school now. No, physical science binder. So, we literally got that much. Because you need a lot of notes for science. I wonder if I'm actually having science this year. I wonder if I have to do another science class. If I do, I'm perfectly happy with that. I love science. Which is kind of odd, because I want to go into fashion in college, but, I mean, I'd still be interested in science. But anyway, overall, that's what I got for school supplies this year. If you're doing online courses, then a computer is the most essential supply, along with Wi-Fi. So, I have a laptop. The laptop I'm filming this on is actually a Lenovo, and it has a backlit keyboard, which is the coolest part, I'll be honest. It's also silver. It's very nice. I love this laptop. I also got a mouse. It has the little, mouse pad on the computer, but, this is so much easier to use. I also got a fancy little flower thing for it, because it kept scratching my beautiful desk. So anyway, I'm just in a good mood today. It's kind of weird. But basically, that's my school supplies for this year. If I told you need any more stuff, I'd also say scissors are essential. And this thing to hold all your supplies. It spins around as well. I got it from, Marshall's. It's one of those things where, I bought it just because I really wanted it, but I also kind of needed it, so it's okay. Anyway, that's kind of all for this video. Oh, wait, one last thing. Stapler. This is also essential for schools. And can't forget the staples. And then I also got these little paper clips. My dad bought the fancy ones, which I actually love because he knows me very well. And this hole actually is a magnet right here. Also, I got all of this from Staples because they have really good deals right now. This, it was only $5, and it came with the staple puller, which I'm fairly certain I could pierce my finger with. And it also came with staples, so it's a whole little pack. So they have some really good deals going on right now. So if you want a good place to get school supplies, I would go to Staples. They have a lot more school supplies than what I'm showing here, obviously, because I didn't really need as much stuff as I did when I was in normal public school. I do have public online school, but I mean, obviously I don't see any of the people in that class. And then we got tacks. This isn't essential, but it's good for hanging up photos. Also, if you need help putting it in, grab a high heel. Just good as a hammer. Oh, I would have gotten a new ruler, but I realized I didn't need it, so. Oh, last thing, if you're doing school, just school in general, let's be honest here, but also for online school, I'd say get a calculator. This is a scientific calculator, which means it does even more than a normal calculator would, basically, because it's scientific, which once you start algebra, you need that. I know I did. So anyway, that's basically my school supply haul. I'm in a good mood, so I lengthened the video into even more that I basically bought. Also, I bought this for myself. So it's still technically a part of the haul. It's just I bought it a week or two before my mom bought these stuff. So anyway, if you're going into online school, I would suggest quite a bit of this stuff to you. If you want, though, you could also do online notes on Word or whatever, or whatever writing programs you use. I would say online notes would be good. That's what I usually do for my science, and then I like to print them out because during tests, all your tests are basically open book. On my online schooling, all the tests are open book. So I like to print out my notes or write the notes down so that I can look at them during my test. I don't know if you're actually supposed to, though, but I do. So, and they can't really stop me because they're not in the room with me, so their problem, not mine. So anyway, this is basically some of this stuff. It's just things I'd suggest to you if you're starting online school this year because of the pandemic. And I've been doing it for 2 years, so I would know now. The last thing I also use is I use a little chart to show what assignments I need to get done for the week, because it better helps me keep track. And it, like, I put it on the door over here because there's a door over here. So when I'm sitting at my laptop, I'm like staring at it. So I would suggest also maybe using a chart or something to just kind of keep track of your stuff, because I have very bad time management. So like algebra assignments, I need like a whole week just to get one done, because I'm really bad at algebra. So I actually have to do like an hour and a half of algebra every day during the school year. It's very lengthy and very annoying. I've cried a couple times. But, oh. I also got this math review thing. I think I'm going to have to redo algebra. So anyway, basically, that's what I do. Also write very good notes. I have, like, really bad memory, so when it comes to the end test in algebra, I often, like, completely forget how to do the problems. So that's why I have to write myself very lengthy notes, and that's why I suggest giant notebooks like this, which must be what this notebook is for. I think I forgot to find a math notebook. You gotta be kidding me. Alright, I have one from last year. I can continue using that one, but I can also probably use this one then. Pink is my favorite color. Maybe that's why I chose it. Then I'll have at least some kind of happy mood about math. Hate math. Math is just annoying. I can do every other subject. Like, I may have somewhat failed history, but it wasn't because I was bad at it. It's just because it's amazingly boring until you get to the 1920s. Once you get, like, past the world wars, once you get past, like, all of our stupid history that you've learned since, like, elementary school, and you get more into, like, the 1920s, the world wars and such, then it's a little more interesting, and you're kind of like, oh, let's do this. So, at least for me, I am. So anyway, this is basically, like, school supply haul / like, stuff that I would suggest you have if you're going into online schooling. So it's basically the same you have if you're going to public schooling, except where you can put it wherever you want. You don't have to worry about people stealing it, unless you have siblings. Then it is a very big concern. My sister's stolen my scissors several times, and then I'm just like, where'd my scissors go? Because my other 2 scissors are sewing scissors. I can't use them on paper. That'll ruin my scissors. So I actually have 4 other siblings. So this has always been one of those things where it's like,